guys, I'm so happy you're here. I'm going to do something with you today that I've never ever done with you. In fact, I've never ever done, period. I have never ever grilled before. Now believe me, I've eaten lots of grilled meat, but I've never been the griller. And there are a couple reasons for that. One is growing up, my family did it, my parents. Then as I've been an adult in relationships, the guys have always done it. I don't know how that worked out, but it did. And now for the last 4 years, I've lived by myself in an apartment. So grilling really just hasn't been an option. I've basically cooked all my food in an air fryer, which I have an air fryer I love, and I've shared that with you before, but I just got a new grill and I'm so stinking excited to unbox it with you today, tell you why I chose this one, and actually try grilling some things today for the first time. I'm gonna do basically my whole week's worth of meal prep today on the grill. Real quick, I guess I should say, if you're new here, I'm Jen and I'm delighted to meet you. I was getting a little ahead of myself with my excitement. The first thing I'm gonna do is unbox this grill, get all the pieces out, and then I'm gonna share with you exactly why I chose this one. So this is a ceramic Kamado grill from London Sunshine. Let me show you what I've got in here, and then I promise I'll tell you all about it. This is the grate that goes at the bottom to hold your wood or your charcoal. This is part of the frame. The handles. The top. The tools that you need to put it together. More tools to put it together. And then here is the actual grill. It's pretty heavy, so I'm gonna get it out and put it up on the counter for you to see. All right, I know I'm in a dress. It's not for the video, it's because this is how I always dress, but you still gotta lift with your legs. Okay, let me get you a better angle so you can see this, the whole thing. Okay, that looks like it's gonna work. So I'm gonna unwrap it. This is what the main part looks like. Now there are pieces here I'll put together to show you how it all looks assembled. But like I said, this is a London Sunshine Kamado Grill. A Kamado Grill is a ceramic Japanese style grill that's shaped like an egg. You might have heard of the green egg. But the way it works is it's ceramic inside, so it's very heat retaining, and air comes in through the bottom and up through the top. So it heats up the wood or the coals to a very high heat and also doesn't use a lot of wood or coals. I chose this one for a couple reasons. One is the cost, okay? Kamado grills are very expensive. This one is not bad. It's normally about 300 bucks, but if you use my code in the link that I'll put in the description, it's closer to 200. So a really great price. It's also very versatile. You can smoke in it with wood chips, you can grill in it, you can bake in it, you can sear in it, and you can roast in it. So anything that I personally would want to do, you can do in here. And then the main reason is the size. It's just a small little portable guy, which is perfect because I live in an apartment. So for 4 years, I haven't grilled at all because I don't have access to a smoker or a grill. I don't have room for anything like that. So here we go. This is the perfect answer to my problem. To begin our assembly, I'm gonna put together the frame. Now, I'm not a particularly handy person, so you'll see for yourself that if I can do this, anyone can do it. You might be able to see these 3 nuts. Yeah, I don't even know the terms. So again, if I can do this, anyone can do it. But see, 1, 2, and then a space and 3. 1, 2, space 3. So I believe the one that's by itself is what goes into these arm pieces. We're gonna test this out to see if I'm right about that. Here's the grill, the part that you cook on. The ceramic pot that goes inside. There's a little cutout right here. This needs to go at the front where the vent is here for the air to come in. See, I can get my finger through there. Can you see my little finger wiggling? That's how I know I got it in the right spot. Then this goes down in the bottom. This is where your charcoal or wood end up. Let's see if I can show you without tipping it over. See it down in there? And then the grill on top. And then we've got to assemble the handles on here. I should say handle, there's only one. Now this is our top vent. It goes right on top. There's a couple little holes here. I don't know if you can see those on there, but there's little holes in here where they line up for the screws. So I'm gonna screw those in and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, I think we're pretty much done. I'm gonna take the pieces and set them up outside, and then I'll give you a little bit better look at everything. First of all, this is the kind of space I'm dealing with here. I have enough space basically for 2 chairs and a little table. So I've moved everything back and I've got a little bit of cooking space, but we're gonna get going here. I mentioned before that one of my favorite things about this is the portability, but don't be fooled, it's not some crappy little flimsy thing. It weighs about 50 pounds. So excuse me while I carefully get it outside. Here's what it looks like all set up. So here's the bottom vent. You can open that all the way. You can open it just halfway and have these little circular things here. There's a lot of versatility here with how much air you can let in. And then there's the top vent as well. Same thing, you can just open it a little bit, or you can open it a little bit here, or you can open it all the way. But look at this thing, isn't it beautiful? I got the red, which I love, but it also comes in green, black, and orange. It just flips back here. Oh, so pretty. I love it. I'm gonna get some charcoal ready, and then I'm actually gonna cook some burger patties, chicken thighs, and a pork tenderloin. Also, can I please give myself a pat on the back for doing this, for putting it together, getting it unboxed, all the things. You saw it was pretty easy, but I'm still proud of myself. All right, I've got my charcoal in there. They say that with Kamado grills, you don't need much charcoal or wood or whatever you're using. So I have probably 12 to 15 little bricks in there. And here's how I know I'm a woman. I don't have matches to stick in here or newspaper, but I do have an Ulta magazine. So I'm gonna put pages of this in here and then light those on fire. All right, so remember, this is my very first time. No judgment if this is completely wrong. I'm gonna try it and give it a go. We'll see how it works. I know there's a little bit of dye on the pages, but I'm not gonna eat the fire I'm not gonna eat food from the fire directly from these pages. This is gonna be heating up for a long time in here before I put any food on it. So my fire does appear to be going out. Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to close this, but I'm gonna, because it's a little smoky. I won't close it all the way because obviously I know it needs a little air. Now, one thing I'll point out here is the thermometer, so you can see what the temperature is getting up to. So while I'm cooking my food, it's going to be somewhere in this pink area. I'll do a little investigation and see what number it needs to be for each of the foods I cook. It looks like my charcoals are catching, so hey, I think we're gonna have some luck now. Next time I'll just have some matches on hand. So if any of you are doing this for the very first time, get some matches. All right, well, my charcoals are heating up. I'm actually gonna put the grill back on because I want it to get hot too. Right now, the charcoal is getting hot, and I'm gonna show you some cooking times according to London Sunshine's little recipe here. So first of all, it shows you how much air should be showing in the vents. and then also what temperature to be at. So for example, the first thing I'm going to make today is burger patties. It says to do it at, well, 260 to 370 Celsius. So 500 to 700 degrees Fahrenheit for 6 to 10 minutes. The top vent should be completely open. Well, not swung away, but the holes should be completely open, and then the bottom vent should be completely open. That's how you get the hottest environment inside the grill. And then I'm also going to do some chicken thighs. So we'll do 320 to 356 and then kind of halfway open for the vents. And for my pork tenderloin, same thing. Here are my burger patties. I'm just going to season these up with a little Redmond real salt. And then my chicken thighs, a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to put a little bit more seasoning on these babies. Okay, we're going to do some Slap Ya Mama Cajun seasoning on these. Let's go take a look at the grill. Okay, according to this, it's currently at 700 degrees. Now, I think there's still a fire in here. Yeah, so our coals aren't done yet. There's still some fire. But at some point, I will need to close this and possibly, well, that too. Yeah, they're both wide open. So it's making it very, very hot in there. But I'm going to leave it like that until the coals are ready. For my pork loin, I think we'll just keep this one really simple as well and just do salt. I just peeked at the coals and it looks like they're ready to go. Let me give you a little look. So we're about 550 degrees and look at that. So I'm gonna throw the burgers on, and actually while I'm at it, I'm gonna close this. It's hot, so I'm using a pot holder, but my little guide said to keep those holes open and then to have that open as well. So I have it open. Now, if I'm getting below 500 degrees here in a few minutes, then I will let more air in, either by opening that more. I gotta show you, I guess, by opening that more, or by opening this more. One or the other. That's how you control the temp. So I'll keep a close eye on that. Now this is all ceramic, so it's hot. So be sure and use the wooden handles to be opening things or moving things. And I pretty much trust myself when it comes to beef. I kind of know what beef looks like when it's done, and I'm not too concerned if I undercook it on accident. So I'm not going to use a thermometer with this. I'm just going to eyeball. But with my chicken and my pork, I am going to use a thermometer. I'll show you that in a second. Now this is 13 inches wide, so it's big enough for 4 burgers, and it's big enough for everything I'm going to cook today. But again, it's portable, so you're not going to be cooking a giant feast on here. Oh my goodness, you guys, it is smelling good out here. It's now been about 4 minutes, so I'm gonna flip my burgers. And yes, I know it is now clear to me that I need some new grilling spatulas that are metal. All I have is plastic. I'm gonna just do my best not to touch any super hot surfaces, and I will add grilling tools to my wish list. Oopsie, I broke that one. Well, they're looking juicy. All right, I just need to marvel for one moment at how delicious these burgers look. Oh, they smell so good. I have just really been missing out on grilled meat for years. I'm so excited about this. These delicious burgers took all of about 7 minutes to make, and it was so easy. I'm so excited. Now we're gonna do chicken next, and I don't trust myself as much with chicken. I don't wanna eat undercooked chicken, but I hate overcooked chicken. So I'm actually going to use a digital thermometer so I can keep a really close eye on the chicken and take it out when it gets right to 165 degrees. I have 4 thermometers, but I'm only going to use 2. I'll just stick them in the 2 biggest ones. According to my handy little guide here, chicken should take 30 to 45 minutes. And we want that mostly open and that kind of halfway. Right now I'm gonna leave both mostly open because I want the temperature right about where it is, upper 300s. But I do have my thermometer in the chicken. So we'll see how the timing compares to what they suggest. But oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. I cannot wait. Okay, I ended up taking out one of the thermometers. There's just one left in, and we're already getting up to 90-something degrees. It's only been about 3 minutes, but our temp is getting a little hot, a little over 400. So I'm gonna close this and kind of halfway close that. And then I'm gonna put this to that. to try to get the temp down just a little bit to the upper 300s. Sweet, it's only been a couple of minutes since I made those adjustments, and we are back down to the upper 300s. Our chicken is doing awesome. It's already to 140, so I'm going to go ahead and flip it, even though it's only been 6 minutes. It's only going to probably take a couple more minutes. Oh yes, looking good. Oops, didn't mean to peel off the skin. Got to be a little more gentle there. Oh my gosh, that blackened skin. I am in heaven. Okay, so those of you watching maybe can tell me, is there something I can buy to spray on the grill beforehand so that my meat doesn't stick? I didn't even think about that. So it clearly needs a little more time. You can see in there it's not done, but we've got our thermometer going too, so we'll keep an eye on all the indicators. Okay, one thing to be on the lookout for. I just remembered that whenever I open the lid, this swings open, so you got to make sure you close it. I'm glad I remembered because I don't want it to get too dang hot in there. She's looking good now. All right, we did it. We made it to 165, so I'm going to get these chickens off and get the pork loin on. Oh my goodness, do you see those beauties? Now I think that our charcoal may be getting to the end of its life, but we still are at about 350. So I'm going to go ahead and do these pork loins. They should take 20 to 40 minutes, and then we'll be done for the day. So again, this is about a 13-inch diameter grill plate, and the height of this thing is 20 inches. So perfect size for what I'm doing out here. I'm going to use my thermometer again. We need the pork to get to 145 degrees. All right, night night. By the way, the chicken thighs took about 23 minutes to finish. Well, I take back what I said about the charcoal being at the end of its life, because look, we're back up to like 375 just from opening that all the way and opening that most of the way. I cannot believe how responsive just those couple little changes are for adjusting the temperature. So we're just gonna let our pork go nice and slow, and we're not gonna rush it at all. I'm so excited at how well this is working so far. I mean, my pork's still going here, but the chicken and the beef turned out so good. I'm so excited, and I feel this sort of sense of accomplishment for doing it myself, you know, for putting it together myself, getting the charcoal lit myself, cooking it myself. I know that's so silly. I'm a grown woman, but I've never done it before, and I'm just really, really excited that I can do it. I'm so excited to have something I can do it at my apartment, not to mention how great this will be for travel. I mean, it's heavy, but especially if you're going on a road trip, it doesn't take up a lot of space in the car. So I'm very, very thrilled about that. Now, I'll definitely show you my haul when all the meat is done. I'm really looking forward to doing that, but I just wanted to share something with you while we're waiting for the pork, and that is educating you a little bit about what a sponsored video is, okay? So this is not a sponsored video. A sponsored video is when a company pays you to feature their product. Now, London Sunshine is not paying me for this video. I do have what's called an affiliate code. So that means if you choose to purchase this, which I would highly recommend, I love this thing, then you will save 10% off the already sale price, and I will make 10%. So it's a fairly small commission. You'll save about $23, I think. It's normally $300. On the day that I'm filming this, it's down to like $230. So you'll save 10%, about $23, and I will make $23. So that seems like a great deal, right? You get to get a little discount. I get to make a little bit of money for promoting it. And it's really important to me that you know that I never, ever promote something I don't love. I have tried lots of different products that I paid for with my own money. Some were given to me, some I got a discount. It just depends on the company. But I've tried all kinds of things that I have never told you about because I don't love them. And I don't want to tell you guys about something that I don't love. So definitely know that this is something I really, truly love. And I highly recommend it. I will probably buy some of these as gifts. And you better believe that I will be using my own discount code. But a sponsored video is more lucrative for somebody like me who is trying to make a living by creating content, right? I spend a lot of my time, dozens of hours a week at least, creating videos for YouTube and Instagram and all of that. And I also pay editors to edit my videos. So it's difficult to make the time to do all of that when you're not really making much money, okay? But when companies start sponsoring videos, they might pay $200 or $500 or $1,000, or it just depends on how much reach you have and all of that. But they have to agree to sponsor a video. And how they agree to do that is they see that your followers engage with your content, that they trust you, that they really truly do buy the things that you recommend and things like that. So here's what I'm asking of you. If you like this video, I'll remind you at the end, but if you like this video, please like it. Definitely let me know in the comments anything that you have to comment about, anything I said today, anything I made today, anything you'd like me to make in the future. All of those things help more people to see this video. But also, if you like this grill, definitely use my code to get one. And then if London Sunshine sees, hey, she is really helping us move a lot of this great product, in the future, we want to sponsor a video for her. Then I can make more videos about this grill, but also about other things. You know, that helps me to fund, to be able to do all of those things, to talk about my healing from my diet and what I'm changing and what's helping me, what might help you, that kind of thing. And so what I'd really love to do in the future is a whole nother video just with smoking. I'm really excited to do some smoking. I freaking love, love, love smoked meat. And I'm also pretty interested in baking on this thing. That seems interesting. Plus, there's so many more things I can grill. So I'd love to almost make like a recipe video of, these are some things I made. This is exactly how I did it, the time, the temp, all of that. And I would love for London Sunshine to sponsor that. But for them to do that, they're going to have to see that it's worth their investment in me. So I'd love for you to do anything that helps. Like the video, comment on the video, use my code to get the grill. Any of those things will help. And hopefully coming soon, I will have a sponsored video for you, and I will share a whole bunch more recipes. Well, it's been about 15 minutes. We're getting pretty close. It's already 138 degrees. I might let this go just a bit longer, but I'm gonna go ahead and flip our pork so we have a nice even grill with the marks on both sides. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am literally in heaven. I let it go till about 150, and gosh, we are still going strong, staying in the 350s with this puppy. I'm gonna go ahead and take the pork off. By the way, if you use a thermometer like this, it's freaking hot. I always forget, and I pull it out with my finger, and I burn it. Like, I don't know if you can see my little blister, but I have a little blister on my thumb from when I took it out of the chicken the first time earlier today. You guys, I am so pleased with this little guy. He's helped me to make like a week's worth of food today. It was so easy. I'm so happy. So stinking happy. And I just thought of one more thing to add to my wish list. That scrubby thingy that you can clean things with. Although this grill comes completely out, so I can just wash it in the sink once it's cooled off. So maybe I just only have metal spatulas on my list. You want to see my haul? I'm going to show you, and I'm going to try not to spill it all on the floor. So much meat. I am beyond thrilled, so excited, and I will leave every detail that you need to know in the description. Thank you so, so much for joining me today. I am so happy to have shared this first with you. I can never say, never have I ever grilled. I can't say that anymore. I've done it now. I'm a griller. Yay! I'm going to give you a close-up look at all my meat, but I just want to say, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you want, you can catch me on Instagram, where we can connect a little bit more personally there through DMs. And if you are interested in this grill, I will leave all the details for you to use my code and save a little bit of money and also help me out. Okay, seriously, you guys. If I slobber on myself, but I'm wearing a dress, am I still a lady?